What's going on, guys? Happy Thanksgiving. We are Whole Cake Homies, and we react to One Piece chapters and talk about them in depth. Today, 1167 just came out, but also chapter 1166's reaction will be in this video since we didn't have time over the past week to edit and upload it. We're gonna have a lot of discussion and content in this video. Put it on while you're driving to work, while you're sleeping, in the background while you're gaming. It'll be a blast. The aftermath of the battle. Did they really break the curse? So Rox is alive and he's thinking. But is he dying? Is he dying here? Let's see. It's raining.
Probably, but
Garp and Roger both KO'd. They've used their critical mass. They've used all of their energy. Come on, stay alive. This island is. And then the God's Knights are approaching. Are you kidding me? You had to wait until he was already knocked out. Damn it. It's too late. Roger, Garp, run. I can't die here. And it's the God's Knights, you know, they took a break the entire battle. They took a break and they're coming back.
They came in for the sweep at the end.
Oh shit, is that Garling raising a sword to stab Rox to deal the killing blow? Come on now. No way.
Wait. Oh yeah, there's one more thing.
This is him, I think, speaking to them through the voice of all things, if they can hear it, right? Like that's the same style of text. That's the same style of text box.
It looks like
Oda uses this when he's just like when they're like thinking in their head. So okay. I don't know if they're like conscious. Take it.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing. Thanks for stopping me. Is that it? Is that it for Rox?
Garling deals the final blow.
Garling, the so-called champion of God Valley.
I mean, this is interesting because, you know, the whole, you know, does Blackbeard kill Shanks thing happened, and like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah, and like his dad might have killed his
dad. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, we'll see a little bit of like a familial not necessarily rivalry, but like grudge potentially between Blackbeard and Shanks.
I mean, it's probably one of those things like I don't think Blackbeard knows for sure like Garling killed my dad, but like it's one of those. It'll be like a fate thing that like you know, their sons fight as well.
How's Rox? Okay, yeah, Gabon and Rayleigh. They saved Garp too.
Sanji thing.
We
said that would happen.
Wow,
that would happen.
Yeah.
You're worrying about the enemy? I'm your enemy too. Says Garp. Wait, are they alive? Like, are they conscious? What's happening here?
Yeah, they're probably just like beat.
They're probably just like
yeah. Okay, Garp says I'm your enemy too. So, okay, so Garp says how's Rox? Gabon says you're worrying about the enemy, and then Garp says I'm your enemy too. Rayleigh, tell me what happened to Rox. ... He was killed. Garling, you bastard. You waited till he was actually KO'd to deal the final blow. The island's collapsing. Why? For what reason? Is that from just Roger and Garp's attack? Like it was just so insane that the island itself
this looks
collapsing.
Unnatural. This looks like it's collapsing in on itself.
Wait, is this like
the Lelouch?
Dude, is this like a Enies Lobby type thing?
It looks like that's what I was thinking of. It looks like
it looks like it's going into the ocean. Like it's like collapsing in on itself into the ocean.
I mean, like Lelouch also caused a hole, didn't it?
It did. Yeah, but
it did actually.
But this doesn't look like Uranus, like a laser is coming down from the sky. It looks like it's.
I mean, we don't know how Enies Lobby happened.
Yeah,
true. Hurry! The island's collapsing. Don't let the pirates escape. Roger's ship is on the move. Fire! This event would leave no mark on the pages of history. Oh, I gotta open this. Hold on.
This is crazy. Okay, so.
Holy shit.
Damn. Okay. Yeah, let's take this panel.
The crumbling island was swallowed by the waves and consumed by fog, like curtains closing on a grand stage. And then Garp and Roger are all bandaged up. Whitebeard is scratched up, so is Big Mom, but Big Mom is smiling.
I mean, she's out of
here.
That
was the essence of the God Valley incident. And then all the ships sailing away as the split sky rains down lightning. And Kaido's just flying away. Wow. Kaido's just flying away.
Yeah. Remember I was watching a video and they said like Kaido and Shiki could just fly away. They don't, because they were analyzing like what ships people would take, and they were talking about the Black Navy ship that I remember you pointed it out, like possibly being the man marked by flames, and who could possibly take that? But yeah.
And then Dragon is thinking about the children, but Shanks is in the treasure chest. And
sound asleep.
The silence in the incident's wake lasted only a moment before a massive bolt of lightning split the heavens. And with that, the curtain rose for new tales to unfold. And we see all the new gens coming out of God Valley.
Oh yeah.
And what they'll
Dragon, Shanks, Kuma, and Blackbeard.
Blackbeard, and Kaido. Well, I guess it's everyone on this page, right? Like Garp, Roger, Whitebeard, Big Mom, Kaido, Dragon, Shanks, Kuma. This is like, dude, so many goats on this page.
This is the start of the era. Like, this is the start of like the Roger era.
Right, exactly. All right, let's continue. So let's see what a post God Valley world will look like. I can't believe it. We've finally gotten through the God Valley incident told to us exactly as it happened. Wow. Yeah. Cinema. Wow. Okay, now I assume it's later because it's sunny again and we're on Roger's ship. Still? Hold it in. Just wait till Roger's up. Come on, Captain, I'm dying to open up the treasure chest. And then Roger emerges, all beaten up. Roger! Sorry to worry you guys. Yeah, we're thrilled. More importantly, check it out. Don't you care about me at all? Yeah, we're thrilled. More importantly, check it out.
Wait, are those the beads that Ace has?
Shacky's safe and sound. What beads?
Sorry, I just saw the beads on the chest. It could just be default beads, but like was maybe.
I think those are too big for a neck. Shacky's safe and sound. Yeah, Rayleigh's smiling. He's cheesing. And we scored a ton of treasure to boot. What a great haul. Yeah, what a great haul. Look at that.
Are they gonna do it? Do the scene? Oh, they're gonna do it. Oh, they're gonna do the film red panels.
Huh? What the? It's coming from the chest. There's something in there. Open it carefully.
Oh my god.
There he is, baby Shanks.
Exact same paneling. That's awesome.
But Roger doesn't have his mustache.
Roger's accurate Roger.
That's awesome. There he is. Rock's pirates wiped out.
Love to see it.
That's the news from Morgan's. Predictably, news coverage was falsified. Only one aspect of the story was highlighted: the heroism of Garp. It says here that the Rock's pirates have been vanquished. Rox is dead, yeah! Says the citizens of this town, whatever this is.
London.
Of London.
Yeah, it's totally London.
I knew it! Vice Admiral Garp is the strongest! Garp! He's a hero! And then they made the musical about it and put it into live action.
Yeah, true.
Grand Line Navy HQ. What the hell is this article? He rips it in half. Vice Admiral Garp. I can't wait to get my hands on that Morgan's fella. Relax, Garp. He only wrote that stuff because the government paid him off, dude. Like, who is this? Is that Sengoku? It is.
Yeah, that fraud. Oh my god. See how he's so okay with him, bro?
The world government and the Marines are massive organizations. If you count the member nations' armies, we're talking about tens of millions of soldiers worldwide. It's impossible to account for everyone's actions and motivations. Come on now. He's literally apologizing for it. So if the top brass ever do strike me as insane, I'd simply turn a blind eye to it. Come again? It's just like I said. You're another promotion-chasing fool. Shut up. What good can you do barking from the bottom of the cliff? You two. If you ever stray and get corrupted, I'll kill you myself. How reassuring. I guess that's what friends are for.
So why hasn't he killed him?
I don't think Sengoku's ever been like truly corrupted. Like I think he still has sort of like a moral compass and like a kind of like right head on his shoulders. Like he's not like a Kainu. He's not like like Aramaki, but
yeah,
it's definitely not in the right.
Yeah, I think he just like lets too much slide more so than do anything bad.
I mean, makes sense.
So you're not quitting then, Garp?
Yes.
Idiot. There are still things at the bottom of the cliff that need a guard dog. Interesting. Oh, we're back to Elbaf. Finally back to Elbaf. Finally back to Elbaf. Oh, and Loki has probably gotten news of Rox's defeat because he's crying. Yeah. And then he's remembering.
Yeah, remembering that.
You again. I ain't let you on my ship. How many times do I gotta tell you, Pipsqueak? You think I want a brat on my crew? And Loki's going through it. What is this? The guy wanting to give me the time of day? But a snot-nosed brat won't leave me alone. Whoa, interesting. Hey, Rox.
Oh my God.
Hey, Rox.
Whoa.
I think you're Nika. Nika? See, you're right about one more flashback. You're right. You were right about one more flashback.
It happened.
Yeah.
It happened kinda, yeah.
Because this is like before God Valley, I guess, timeline-wise, or like one of the times
before
that
God Valley, but
one of the times that
like
one of the times that he was trying to get Harold.
Rox Pirates were exactly.
Yeah. The warrior of liberation who will destroy the whole world while laughing. Destroy it. I'm aiming to be king of the world. Besides, if anyone's got that sort of power, it's Harold. Huh? Listen up, Loki. Somewhere out there, the Galilage are slumbering. They're an outrageous band of ravagers. And the only one who can put them back into play is your pops. I'm gonna continue to rally the rogues of the world. So just imagine if Harold and I teamed up. Who could possibly stop us then? Wow, that's awesome. So why aren't you and Pop's allies already? Because of love. Because of love? Question mark. But I'm gonna come back again and again. Oh, that's Rox. But I'm gonna come back again and again. I don't care if it takes 100 or 200 meetings. What is he holding? What is that book?
He's reading the newspaper.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's okay. So we're back in the present.
Yeah. Or the present of this.
Well, the present of this flashback.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, it's a vicious assault. King Harold of Elbaf is on a certain island. Have any civilians been harmed? No. He attacked another giant, some thug. It's quite a brutal scene. What? What's happening? This is okay. This is Harold. You still don't get it?
Harold.
Yeah.
I understand. I'm really sorry. I'll never steal from humans again. You don't get it. None of you do. So he's attacking a giant who stole from humans?
Yeah.
And then he fucking owns him, dude. Holy.
And he's just demolishing him.
Huge trash heaps like you are responsible for the terrors in our race's history, and that's why we can't be trusted. We only desire to peacefully engage with the world now, but they can't trust that.
Is he gonna rip out his horns right now? Is this the scene?
Could be.
Hey.
Your Highness, he's already out cold. I didn't want to jeopardize Elbaf's chances of joining the world government. That was my only reason for not helping him. And then Rox reaches out to him at the end. I forsook my closest friend as he begged me for aid, and I left him to die. Damn, it was his closest friend, number one.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no turning back now. I will never, ever forgive a giant who does evil. And then the news says Giant King loses it. So, and then in an underground detention cell, Dragon has been captured.
Oh, okay.
He's been, and then Garp is outside. This is so similar to the scene in Impelled Down of Garp outside the cell with Ace.
Yeah.
Dad, I'm gonna quit the Marines. K. I despise you. K.
And you. I'm gonna quit the Marines.
Dragon is literally doing the community argument for us, like in the story, like with Garp. Like I think this is like, so I think we're not supposed to fully be on board with Garp's decisions. Like he's supposed to be like the mistake in. Yeah. Like that's why I'm always like a little bit hesitant with people being like, "Oh, Garp is up, Garp is." I was like, guys, I think Oda is acknowledging himself that Garp isn't fully in the right himself. That and Dragon is like a good show for that.
Yeah.
And Garp is being hella dismissive. Like he just says K. He just says K.
I think at this point, like he understands where Dragon's coming from, especially. Like,
but he's not saying it. But he's not saying it. Like Dragon's POV, it looks like Garp doesn't give a fuck. Like I definitely understand like Dragon's point of view of like his dad is still being in this organization that he's seen horrors come from, and even if he like vocalizes it, Garp just like says okay and then says nothing else and just like accepts him leaving but doesn't seem to be on his side at all.
Yeah, and I think there is like a pivotal moment here because like you look at this happening and then like how incessant Garp was with him wanting Ace and Luffy to be Marines, and his like worldview shifting a little bit to you know worry about the future. Now it's starting to click a bit more. Before it didn't make much sense why he didn't like change, but now it shows that like at one point he seemed to understand if people wanted to leave the Marines, but then maybe as time grew on he started to believe that the Marines can be changed by a better future. Yeah. And that's why he started to invest into like everyone that's in Sword now, basically.
Yeah. It's just, wow, that's crazy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're back on Elbaf. Harold, I've made up my mind, Ida. Elder Jarl, I don't care about appearances anymore. Haradin, Loki, you are both my precious sons. I want you to get along when I'm gone. When I'm gone? What's he gonna do? He doesn't care about appearances anymore. What is happening?
We'll see.
He pulls up to Marineford.
Yeah.
And do what you can do to support Elbaf. That ship's from Elbaf! Huh? My apologies, King Harold. But my superiors have ordered me not to let you land. Oh, there it is. Holy fuck.
Yeah. Okay, let's read this.
What the hell? Oh my god. High-ranking Marines and leaders of the world government, I ask that you please hear me out. Wow. And then he just straight up rips out his horns. Allow me to atone for the sins of the past 1,000 years. I apologize for every wrong the giant race has committed. The children of Elbaf are being raised to live without harming others, so that one day they may walk hand in hand with humanity. I do all this to prove our unwavering commitment to peace. I'll do whatever it takes to atone for our sins, even if it means becoming a slave. Whoa. Oh my god, Harold has slipped, I think. He's slipped, he's spiraled.
Yeah, this is...
And also, he wasn't there. He needed to be there to know what the world government really is. Like, he still doesn't know. Like, like he's... Like, he knows, like how bogus... Yeah, like, he knows how bogus the world government is, but he doesn't know the truth of it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because this is likely just like the most extreme false apology ever. Like he's apologizing for the sins of his kind for the past 1,000 years to the people who've committed the most insane sins over the past 1,000 years. Like, it's like this like, I'm not saying that Harold is like I understand what has brought him to this point, but this is like a very pitiful sight, and it's sad to see.
Yeah.
I mean, we kind of knew at some point something like this would happen, but like, I mean, bravo Oda, like, fantastic contextualization of this character, who, like, instead of it being like anger or like straight up just like love for his country or whatever, it was more so guilt that he wasn't there to like protect his friend, and his friend died in vain, essentially. Yeah. And now he like says that because like he thought he could like quote unquote give up on his friend if it means that he could support Elbaf. But both cases ended up, it was like it didn't matter. Like his friend died and also Elbaf is still being prosecuted. So it didn't even matter. So now this is like a very, like you said, appearances don't matter. It's a very shameful thing for a king to come up here, sacrifice all his like, looks or whatever down to humans who have been prosecuting him.
Now hear me out.
Yeah.
He's saying, I'll do whatever it takes to atone for our sins. I'm feeling a contract coming up. I'm feeling a...
Oh, yeah. I mean...
Yeah.
That's... before we saw the stuff on God Valley, which we still don't fully understand how the Domri Reversi works, the contract idea made the most sense. And, like, this is like, oh, yeah, there's a contract. But Rox didn't sign a contract. The Davy clan probably didn't sign a contract, so I don't understand how Domri Reversi like works like fully. I mean, none of us.
And
do.
Also, at the beginning of this chapter, we saw that Roger and Garp's critical mass was able to undo Domri Reversi.
Yeah,
like it knocked out the curse. It did it.
So it does make me wonder if Domri Reversi is a. I don't know, because the book stuff on Elbaf really confuses me. Like the magic book where Uncle gets the gun out of, that stuff is super confusing.
Yeah.
But like if it's tied to like a devil fruit like thing or like a similar magic system where like will and your willpower can like overcome it. Maybe there's something there. I don't know. It's all pretty confusing stuff. Like I think, like we said last chapter, like the critical mass stuff does not seem to be the same thing as what Gabon did to Summers. That seems like Gabon was very flashy and like just did a cool little technique.
Yeah, because if it was
like the strongest attack we've seen.
Like and it seems like the mechanics of the critical mass attack is that you will be completely 100% exhausted afterwards. And Gabon was just able to fight after he attacked Summers. So So we'll see. There are a few questions that coming out of God Valley we still have. One, what like Gunko literally disappeared. Like Gunko like didn't do anything. Basically,
dude, that one holy night that just appeared and never showed up. I thought he would show up at the end here, but no, he didn't.
Yeah, like that one big gigantic holy night that we saw in one panel and then never again. Like, what the hell is his deal? Are we gonna see him again? Then I also think Captain John. What happened to Captain John? We saw him get blown up, and he didn't get his treasure. He didn't leave.
I mean, I think they all left. They all. It seems like everyone. It seems like everyone got away. It didn't seem like there were like any big casualties somehow. Like I don't know how that happened. I think like we started God Valley thinking like, oh, this is where they all die. But
it seems like everyone got out. Away. Well, I think we will still continue to see in the rest of this flashback the ripple effects of God Valley. Like we still will see like what's happened to like the other Rocks pirates and what they do, because we don't get the conclusions for them, like people like Ganzui and John and Shiki. Like we don't see what happens to them after. Like I guess we can infer, but I'd like to see like where they go, like what direction they go.
I will argue though, I don't think it's necessary for the flashback to continue with
like, I don't maybe like one page with like one panel per person of like what direction they went off afterward.
We'll see. I don't know. I think the way it's looking right now is like Oda switched gears back to Herald, and like I don't see it like going suddenly back. I can see it going to Garp and Roger because they're really important to like this narrative. But like, will we end up knowing where Silver Axe went to? I don't know. I don't know if I told you about this theory before that like Barbell is like maybe the man marked by flames, and like it is kind of strange that we don't see much of him. And like
we didn't see much of Barbell at all. At all. And and also, well, the interesting part about Silver Axe is that he took Rock's ship. He took Rox's ship.
He did. He took Rox's ship. Yeah.
So
I mean, there could be something fun. So I will say, like, I think at the very least we're gonna get Roger coming to Elbaf. I think that's like almost guaranteed in my head. Like I feel like we need to establish a connection of like Shanks visiting Elbaf previously, and also Scopper Gabon visiting Elbaf previously. I think like these two like connections to the Roger Pirates are like already established, and we just need to see it happen. It makes no sense for us like not to see it in this flashback, I feel like. So I think Roger's story is not done. I think if if Harold is at Marineford right now, it makes sense for Harold to meet Garp maybe even, and like for them to have a dialogue about rocks and like what happened maybe or something like that. Because I think it was Garp before who said like we should team up with the Giants because like it'll be better for the Marines or like whatever.
Garp
like, I think
has
like,
a positive opinion on the Giants.
Yes, exactly. So I think like there'll be like some fun narrative things there too if like Garp and Harold had a relationship and now Loki and Luffy have a relationship. Like I think there's something fun there. So yeah, I mean we'll see how it goes. But I'm just saying like with Roger and Garp, that I mean of this like mini side tangent of this flashback, Roger, Garp, and Rox are like the main three characters of like this story of God Valley. So it makes sense for me to like re-see like Roger and Garp with this thing. What is interesting though, like super interesting, is like it seems like Rox didn't know about Nika.
Yeah.
Which
he didn't know.
Really boggles me because he knows about Joy Boy and Davy Jones, but not Nika.
Well, I mean, Nika is a little bit of a like hard kept secret. Like the Giants and the Fishmen are like,
and the Lunarians, right? Yeah. I can't. I mean, Albert King said Joy Boy.
Yeah,
he said like you could be
King
Joy
knows
Boy.
about Joy Boy. And then the Shandians. They said something about the Sun God.
God, right.
But like those, if I'm not mistaken, like those are the three cultures that still have some remnants of Nika there. But
I think Wano, like when Hyogoro like mentions like the special deity form that Luffy looks like, I think he's probably referring to like a Nika kind of figure.
But it's it is a very not well-known thing widely, and I guess the Davy clan, like they weren't about it. Like they weren't really about it. Oh, and the Buccaneers, but like that's only Kuma at this point. So yeah,
true. But like I mean, I just like assumed that like people who know about Joy Boy know about Nika, and people who know about Nika know about Joy. Somehow there was like some exchange happening there, like, but the distinction makes it like interesting to me. And once again, no mention of the One Piece so far, which is like, I mean, I'm just kind of like curious because like, okay, these characters, I'm just thinking about Rox, Garp, and Roger. Rox died not knowing about the One Piece, at least as far as I can tell. He knows about like 2 fruits that could potentially defeat Emu. He knows about Emu. He knows about like the world government, the Void Century, and like secrets about that. But he knows about Joy Boy as a figure, but not Nika. So like probably not the liberation aspect. And this further dissolves my idea that Joy Boy is Davy Jones probably. But what's interesting is like now this leaves like 2 characters, Roger and Garp. It seems like Garp is more so unconcerned about uncovering things and more concerned about how to protect the people he knows. But Roger, we know, finds the One Piece. So we have to figure out how he gets into learning about everything. I think coming to Elbaf is a great start. Like he'll probably like learn about secrets there. But there needs to be a reason for Roger to turn from like this, just like a strong pirate in the seas to the explorer of the world who like uncovered the entire world, who traveled the entire world first, and then documented or whatever through Odin.
I think this kind of puts to rest the Thriller Bark is God Valley theory, because it's completely destroyed. I think honestly at this point it looks like Moria might have just been like a God Valley like history buff enthusiast, like a Rox enthusiast, and he just went around like trying to collect things related to it.
I'm more with that. I think like that makes like a little bit more sense. I think ever since we kind of like figured out that like these pirates were leaving the island and they're not gonna die there, it stopped making sense for Thriller Bark to be God Valley. But yeah, I think yeah, you're right. I think Moria just kind of like was a fan of the Rocks pirates by concept.
I'm also getting definite. Well, I mean, we already know that Loki and Luffy are kind of friendly-ish with each other. Luffy definitely likes Loki, but Loki says to Rocks, "I think you're Nika," and then Rocks goes, "Imagine if your dad and I teamed up. Imagine if the ancient giant king teamed up with me," and then Loki is saying that Rocks is Nika. Once Luffy like shows or it is revealed to Loki that Luffy is Nika, then this team up's gonna be insane. It's gonna be generational, dude.
Go back to the first video where Rocks appeared. Go back to that video. I say it then. Rocks reminds me of Luffy. I said it then. I said it then. Because it's such an easy parallel to draw. Like it's Oda's like showing it time and time again, like that Rocks isn't as simple. Like it happens all the time. Like Roger isn't the Ace parallel. You know what I mean? Not like to the T. Roger is the Luffy parallel. And in the same way, like if you go down that like influence of like Roger, Shanks, and Luffy, like Rocks was up there just before Roger. He was the Joy Boy candidate of his time. Like it just tracks too well. It's just like a coincidence or like, you know, fate that Loki has met like probably multiple, if Roger, and he's met Shanks, he's met multiple Joy Boy candidates throughout his life, and Rocks being like the first one. Rocks, his philosophy, how he talks about his friends, how he talks about Harold, that's all Luffy characteristics. Like it's right there in our face, and like, you know, obviously it sets that like the nuanced ideology of like two sides of the same coin of Blackbeard and Luffy, but like what Rocks is saying about like the giant and the human teaming up. I think you said, you know, Luffy likes Loki. I think Loki already likes Luffy. That scene of them eating together, that's a gag. That's like a friend gag already. Like once this flashback is over, we're gonna see some top tier awesome like what if Rocks and Harold teamed up moments.
And what I really want to see is Luffy going Gear 5 giant mode, fighting alongside Loki at the same height as Loki. That would be awesome. That would be really so cool. Awesome. And I think he's gonna have to do that, dude. Like he's on Elbaf. There's no way Luffy doesn't become a giant on Elbaf. Like that's just written in the stars, dude.
He's done it 2 times before. He's got to do it again.
Yeah.
It is also interesting that like, you know, over here Loki's saying that like you might be Nika, but at the current time Loki's saying that he is Joy Boy, right? He is Nika.
He said he's the sun god. But
and I think that's what he means, right? Like like he thinks he has the power to destroy the world while laughing. I think that's his interpretation. Or whatever. And so in his head, he might be like, I have the power that Rocks was speaking of like years ago, and he's a giant. So like he can kind of do like what Rocks and Harold, the team up would be, but with one person. I think that's like what his head probably thinks. So that's his. I don't know what the hell that power could be. I don't know what. Like I still am like unsure. But there's that. But also another thing that I think is, once again, I'm waiting for the translation for this, is like when Loki asked, so why aren't you and Pops allies already? And Rock said, because of love, which I think that's going to be like something that like people will like highlight on for like years to come. Because that seems like very, very specific.
Well, I think at least to me, the obvious explanation of that is Harold's love for his people.
Like
that is the thing that got in the way of their friendship. Is Harold's
I think you're right. I think
duty to Elbaf.
I think you're right. There is that, but I think there's also like some like analysis of like brotherly and like friendship, like the love that they had for each other, and like what like, you know, it meant in like the long run of things. Like, I don't know. I don't have like the fortitude to like fully unpack it right now. But like, I think there is like something there where like it never worked out because like they both were like passionate about like totally different things. And there is also like in the next line where it was like, but I'm gonna come back again and again. I don't care if it takes 100 or 200 meetings. It kind of does remind me of, and we've mentioned a couple times this arc, but like they will never meet again, like kind of idea, and how Imu's plans may only be working because of like these ideas of people not meeting, certain people not meeting together and working together to take down Imu or whatever.
Yeah, and I mean it could be not even familial ties, but sort of like inheritors of will, whether direct or indirect. Like they will never meet again. Could be like Rox and Harold. Could be Luffy and Loki. They like that same duo of someone who has the Davy Jones will pass down,
and the Joy Boy
will pass down, which could have indirectly manifested in both Luffy and Loki, not familially, but like just through their relationships and their mentors and the people that they look up to.
Absolutely. I think like, you know, obviously the very quick parallel is the Luffy Blackbeard, but we have to remember like Loki is also an inheritor of the Davy Jones will in like with that, like if we don't realize it, like because Rox is the Davy Jones inheritor.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I think this flashback has been so good. Like I cannot, like it spans so much. Like it started with like Loki as a baby and like his eyes, and like we still don't know what the hell is going on with his eyes, or like and him climbing the tree and him having a horrible mother, and then Harold growing up and becoming a good king for his people, and then meeting Rox, and then the clash at the Reverie like 48 years ago or whatever, Rox killing an admiral. All this shit has happened in this flashback, and like it's gonna be, I think this whole section of the story is gonna be looked upon very fondly by the end of it.
I think I don't know if I think it's fair enough to call right now. I think it is my favorite flashback. Like, I mean, like it's so hard because we just had the Kuma flashback and that was awesome. But like, I don't know. I think there are like different emotional like highs. It's like the Kuma flashback is very like, this is sad and it's sad, and like you know, you love like Ginny and Bonnie and Kuma, but this like the depth of like Rox is already like a top tier, not like strength, like written character. I think like he's a very well written character, and so is Harold. And this recontextualizes Garp, especially for me. Like I think like I the pieces that were missing from Garp, I kind of get now. Like I finally understand it through Dragon, and because of this, I think like there's so much like interesting, like this is the most like the world is unfair and people are not perfect arc or flashback for me. Like understanding characters and their motivations and where they failed so that Luffy and Loki can succeed in the future.
Yeah, and also I think it is a very like it is a crazy feat to kind of within this flashback, within this like I don't know stretch of 30 or so years that we've been following, like this is a very like real and palpable web of characters that have been spun together, like surrounding this God Valley incident and with the context of Elbaf. And it is so strong and so realized, but it's supplementary to the main story. Like this could be its own story by itself. This whole thing with Rox and Harold and Roger and Garp and God Valley, like this could be the entire cast of a story, but it's just the background for our main characters that are going forward in the new age, which is just, I don't know, it's so impressive to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how it finishes. I think right now it is probably going to be my favorite flashback by the end of it. I think the only one that rivals it for me is the Yoden flashback, because it's very similar in that way. Like, there is an entire like core cast of characters in the Odin flashback, and it also explains more than just the backstory of Wano. It explains the final voyage of the Roger crew, and I really like how we're getting this in sort of like reverse chronological order in a way, like these flashbacks are like painting Roger at the end of his journey, and then we're in a different flashback later in the story, but it paints Roger's journey sort of like near the beginning of it, and it's I don't know, very cool.
No, I
and now we just need
agree.
the middle. I think the middle is so important, and there's so many question marks that we still need, and I think we're gonna get that through the Shanks flashback. I think we're gonna get that through the Shanks flashback.
That makes sense. That makes complete sense. Yeah, that's a really good take. I agree. That's probably where it's gonna be.
And maybe Shanks and Blackbeard duo flashback. I think that might happen.
Yeah, that tracks. I think that'd be perfect. Throw Dragon in there too. We'll get some dragon
who's
stuff.
to say that doesn't happen like in this flashback? Like, it could happen. We could get the Shanks and Blackbeard story like just continuing.
I would like that to be a separate flashback, just because like I think keeping it, like rooting it back to Loki is like what's important to me.
Yeah.
But like I think I don't know if you've been seeing this, but like people have been throwing like Dragon into the equation like a lot more recently, just because like they're like all like the three like children, so to speak, of Roger, Garp, and Rox. Yeah. But that being said, speaking of Shanks, I do hope this flashback ends with Shanks versus Loki. Like we see like their like showdown, because I think that's again super recontextualized with this like
arc. I think so.
Yeah.
Dude, because those two are so rooted into this God Valley narrative, but they have no fucking clue what happened. That one of them was a baby and one of them was on like the other side of the world.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and they're like unintentionally like rivaling. They're kind of like rival ideas a little bit, but they don't realize it, I feel like. So I think it'll be interesting to see that battle. I'm so excited to see what that battle would look like, especially if Roger meets Harold and has a good relationship with like Roger and Harold have a good relationship. If we learn, if Shanks thinks Loki killed like my adoptive father's like best friend, or not best friend, like one of his good friends, like that would make Shanks like, you know, angry at Loki. Like,
I mean,
there's
it's
something
interesting
there.
because we see here Harold ripping his horns out, prostrating himself in front of Marineford and saying, "I will even be your slave." But we know that at the end of Harold's life, he is just kind of normal back in Elbaf, because like Loki comes back to Elbaf and he's like, "Time to see my dad," and like he's like walk into the throne room. So like,
I don't think the blunder has happened yet. That's like what that reads.
I also don't think it's happened yet, but like this also means that Harold maybe was made a slave in secret and then planted in Elbaf to continue his normal reign, or like his normal kingly life, but with like a dormant like abyss parasite on him or something. Like I feel like that might be the case, because Loki's just he stops by, he's like, "I need to see my dad, just normal day. I returned to Elbaf. Time to see my dad, just like a normal day." Like there's no like time to go to see my dad, the slave to the government. Like I feel like that's not known by Elbaf.
Yeah. I think like they obviously established a good relationship with the world government, and then like something happens, and like there is that interesting line like early in Elbaf where, I don't remember if it was Summers or Killingham, but they were like, were you there to see the grave of Harold?
Yeah.
Or like, so it makes you seem like Harold had like some like good relationship with the world government for a period of time until his blunder or something.
Yeah.
You know.
And now for chapter 1167, titled Ida's Son. Interesting. Fire. All right. Nice little cute drawing. What's the Oda note? I'm really getting into this 8D audio. That's actually
That's
hilarious.
really funny.
That's actually hilarious.
Funny.
He
We
wants
should
to
show-
convert a whole room for it. He's gonna have Studio Z in his house, bro.
Yo.
All right. A post-God Valley world. And we've got Morgan's interviewing, presumably, a pirate or a survivor.
Like,
33 years ago, 5 years after God Valley. I could have sworn pirates were approaching off the shore. But there was something huge and shadowy emerging from the mist behind them. In Impel Down. Everything just went kaboom after that. Our ship was in ruins before we knew it. We were nothing but fish food. Sure it wasn't a Sea King attack? No way, it was shaped like a human. Don't tell me. You were in the infamous waters of the Florian Triangle. Interesting. Fat chance we don't fish near that region. Everyone knows to avoid it. Anyway, that monstrous thing was definitely human-like. Oh.
I mean, they're talking about, like, emu, right? Like.
No, look, scroll down right here.
Speaking?
It looks like a giant. It looks like a giant ship.
Oh.
During this period, a rumor began to circulate among the Grand Line countries. They said a monster lurked deep in the foggy seas, targeting pirate crews. Oh, so this is not interview about God Valley. This is just an incident.
Oh yeah, this is just like
okay.
Yeah. This is they're just talking about Harold.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah.
It is Harold. Whoa.
Yeah.
The identity of that monster was none other than Harold. Wow. Dude, he's just a murking chips. Few who sailed those waters had ever seen a giant with their own eyes, so to them he was nothing less than the very embodiment of fear. Harold now worked in the shadows to back up the Navy as part of his atonement for the last 1,000 years of history. Meanwhile, the pirates who had gone their separate ways after God Valley continued to rise in prominence, and over the next decade or so, each of them would peak to become a defining face of their generation. Damn, so Harold's just been like the shadow assassin in the mist. Wow.
Yeah.
Most of these pirates simply clashed over territory, and that's Shiki and Ochoko. However, one crew broke through all the others and achieved a feat long believed impossible. They circumnavigated the entire world. Yeah, the Roger Pirates. Yeah. They were hailed as the crew of the King of the Pirates, Gold Roger. The public execution of the captured Pirate King was meant to serve as a spectacle, a display of the world government's power. The world was plunged into even greater turmoil as countless souls set out in pursuit of the vast treasure Roger left behind. The One Piece! Look at these chud-ass
Very
Marines.
conveniently skipping.
Wow.
Very conveniently skipping through all of Roger's stuff.
Right, we're gonna, like, it's just like, yeah, Roger did all that. You don't need to know now. You guys don't need to know now what
I was
made him
gonna say
do all
nothing
that.
about the poneglyphs, nothing about, like...
So I guess we're not gonna find that out for a while, it seems.
I think it is, like, very, very endgame stuff. Like, Roger's story being completely revealed seems like next to the Void Century being completely revealed. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Look at these chud ass Marines. No, those are the giants. Oh yeah, those are the giant Marines.
They are chud ass Marines.
No one had anticipated the advent of the Great Pirate Era. Navy headquarters found itself caught off guard. As a result, more than 10 giants were drafted into the Marines from all over the world in an effort to consolidate strength. Mother Carmel's ass. What? Oh. During this stretch of time, Harold waited on the Navy hand and foot. Did you see how huge he was? He's an ancient giant. I want to make him my slave. And that very year, he was finally granted formal permission to visit the Holy Land. A shallow sea contract? Now, what does that mean?
Hold on.
Whoa! Oh, Harold, no! He became a holy knight!
Oh, Harold, no.
God knight?
Oh my god.
Look what they say. Look at the verbiage.
Look. Consider yourself the right hand of the God's Knights, God's Steel. So he took Gunko's position?
I guess, or maybe
Whoa.
like did it for a brief moment and then.
Wow.
Back, maybe I don't know.
Well, that's the exact tattoo that Shanks had on his arm. That's the exact
That's
one.
probably the same tattoo.
Yeah.
That's probably what all the God's Knights have.
Yeah.
Wow.
The 3 levels of the contract.
The shallow sea
Wait, go on
contract.
to the next one.
The shallow sea contract is a more minor pact. The deep sea and deep sea contracts are reserved for those who are bound
Jacob, you're eating this up. You got to eat
this is
up.
Yeah, this is.
who are to be bound fully to the true God. Only 13 individuals in the entire world receive that privilege. Who are these people? Who are these people? Who are these people?
Okay, wait. Hold on.
Whoa.
Yeah, so he has a shallow sea contract.
Yeah, Harold has a shallow sea contract.
So is there 13 people who have all the contracts, or 13 people who have the deep
I
contracts?
think 13 with deep.
Okay.
The ones who are fully bound to the true God. What do you mean by God?
That's interesting.
You will only come to know the greatest depths of this world on the day you become a full Knight of God. Could Elbaf become a member nation then? Naturally, Harold. At that point, the entire world will be clamoring to welcome you. I'm grateful for this opportunity to prove myself. Do you not feel like the evil ass aura in this room, Harold? Like, do you not just like fucking like they're snakes, dude? Oh shit! Look at this fraud, Garling. He's got a beard now. He's got the start of the full moon hair. The Knight's Temple. Whoa, wait a minute. Shangara. The Knight's Temple. This is a new location.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen
Shangara, domain of the gods. I'm just gonna say right off the rip, like Shangara sounds like Shandora.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And like, and the red line, if this is a temple, domain of the gods, if this is a temple on the red line, maybe this used to be like a Lunarian temple. Maybe. It just sounds like
this is a good shout.
It's like seems like it's like a similar like verbiage there, a similar like style of words.
It's a really good
is
shout.
that? Oh, that's Young Shamrock. That's Young Shamrock. I thought that was Shanks.
Well, I mean that was a really good shout. I mean, we'll see what happens. Soon, but yeah.
What is the Great One planning? You're gonna obey us even though you're king of Elbaf? Of course, just say the word. Damn, Young Shamrock looks like he's like Draco Malfoy, bro. Look at his ass. We'll keep a long distance transponder snail on hand and call if we have need of you. Kind of like middle-aged Garland kind of has a little bit of aura, bro. Look at that. Or is that? No, that is Garland. That is Garland. The glasses, I mean, he does kind of look a little raw, dude.
Yeah.
You'll be free to travel the surface world, but you are forbidden to speak of our dealings. Understood. So Harold's fully locked in. He's fully brainwashed. 20 years ago on Fishman Island. I haven't laughed like this. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time, Neptune. This is fire. Me too, pal, Jamon. We both have our fair share of headaches, don't we? Young Neptune. To be honest, I don't think your son is that bad deep down. Let's not forget what your youth was like. Well, when you put it like that. I'm just being brutally honest, anyway. Did I tell you a fortune teller predicted I'd have a daughter in 4 years, Jamon? Right when the time is right. Why don't we betroth Loki to my future daughter? That would be a crazy combo.
That would be crazy.
That would be a crazy combo.
Crazy.
Bah, now you're going too far. Cut it out. Hey, don't write her off so fast. She's not going to be any old mermaid. My daughter might well be born into a power no one else could ever hope to handle, Jamon. So he was already like, yeah, she's going to be Poseidon. Yeah, she's going to be Poseidon.
I mean, there was a prediction by Charlie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, now, that does sound like a perfect match. Let's have a toast. Oh! Here's to the futures of my mischievous troublemaker and your little Mosa. Don't call her that, she won't be Shaggy. Is Shira Hoshi Mosa?
What?
Whoa.
Dude, that's it.
Whoa.
There's no way. That's the only. That's basically confirmed.
That was the reveal. That was the reveal. Shirahoshi.
So Shirahoshi is Mosa. So I mean, I guess they just put each other in touch.
My daughter might not this trouble on your little Mosa. Don't call her that. She won't be Shaggy. Okay, yeah, it has to be.
Yeah, Shirahoshi
so I wonder what's
is
going
Mosa.
on. And
so I mean,
wait, no. So I'm trying to recontextualize that conversation now.
Well, I guess we'll get to that later. We can like reread it with that context. But
Yeah.
I think like there's kind of like a cute little friendship going on. Like they were both trapped, like Loki against the tree and Shirahoshi in that tower, and they're the only ones who they could talk to each other for that whole time. That is pretty fire. I think
They were like pen pals.
yeah.
Okay, well, I was saying that this is Loki's little pen pal for a while.
Yeah,
but they think Shirahoshi is nuts. That's
I like
really
that.
Interesting.
That is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That same year, Owl Library on Elbath. Don't mention it. You're welcome to live freely here, Saul. Thanks a bunch. Oh, this is after O'Hara. Actually, there's one thing I'd like to ask. What is it? If we get other learned folks on Elbath to help, would you be willing to open a school here? A school, huh? That's a nice idea. Oh my god, is that Fisher Tiger? Okay, hold on. 15 years ago, a major incident occurred at the Holy Land of Mary Joie. My slaves are running away. The cells are broken. Hurry, do you want to be their pet forever? Yeah, Fisher Tiger, my goat.
Yeah.
Wisher Weiger.
Whoa.
Oh.
Did he fight a God Knight? Did Fisher Tiger fight like Shamrock or something? Holy shit. Shift.
This is
damn it. Was that a God's Knight? So he knew about the God's Knights. Fisher Tiger was low key. He was in the know. What is he ripping apart? It looks like the silhouette is dashing past him, and then the silhouette says, "Listen, the armory will be left unlocked for you. I'll tell you the location." And there's a bunch of explosions. Ah, gunpowder? Hurry, big sis. Sandra Sonia. There's someone out there. Someone fighting to free us from this hell. Hurry, Koala, you have to run. Whoa. Koala was in like the same cell as the Boa sisters? Okay. This attack on the Holy Land was carried out by Fisher Tiger. In the wake of this incident, he would go on to become captain of the Sun Pirates. My thoughts here, also the like thing, the impact there in that panel is this Holy Knight, who I think is Shanks. Like, I think this is surely Shanks, not Shamrock, because we only see one arm.
Right.
And why would Shamrock free Fisher Tiger? So I think this is assuredly Shanks, but Shanks cuts off the collar around Tiger's neck. That's what's happening there. I didn't realize that he had a collar around his neck already.
Oh,
exactly.
I didn't see that either.
So he frees Tiger.
And we conveniently don't see Shanks' other eye as well, which would be like scarred or whatever.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so Koala and the Boa sisters are freed. This attack on the Holy Land was carried out by Fisher Tiger. In the wake of this incident, he would go on to become captain of the Sun Pirates. Then we cut away from that, huh? Sounds like it was pretty rough. They say someone with the government must have left the armory open for them. Now it's up to us to find the culprit. I can't wait to execute them, says Summers. Whoa, there's someone I want to introduce to you, Harold. His name is Shanks. So he did return. Shanks returned to the Holy Land to become presumably a Holy Knight after the Roger Pirates disbanded.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, how else would he get the mark? You know.
Yeah, we kind of figured that, but this is
He's Shamrock's younger brother. They were separated a long time ago due to circumstances. He suffered many hardships in the surface world. If he were here to form a deep sea contract, I'd believe he'd make a great asset on par with Shamrock. For the time being, however, he's been given the rank of God's Steel just like you. So it's more than one person. So Gunko, Harold, and Shanks have all been given the shallow sea contracts.
Yeah.
This is what I'm
Yeah.
seeing. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, and it's convenient. I mean, we know Gunko wasn't born on like the Holy Land.
Yeah.
So maybe Shallow Sea contracts are offered to like people who aren't
Yeah.
celestial dragons.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
I know I said the same thing when I first met Shamrock too, but I can't shake the feeling that I've met you before. Why? I don't know what you're talking about. You're just some giant commoner from the surface. Don't act so familiar with me. What are you doing, Shanks? Why are you talking like that? He's got to be capping. He's got to be capping. He's got to be putting on an act. He's acting.
He's an actor, dude.
I was blessed from birth with Figurlin blood in my veins. I have no doubt I'm going to become a knight of God before you. I guess I mistook you for someone else. So, wait, did Harold ever meet... I guess maybe they met on Elbaf before?
Does Roger know?
Telling you, Roger
Does Roger
probably-
know about?
Dude, I am telling you, Roger definitely had to have met Harold. It makes no sense for them
Yeah.
not to have met. Like,
Yeah.
Stopper Gaban has a connection with Elbaf. Shanks has a connection with Elbaf. Like, I think Oda conveniently skipped over Roger's entire segment, but
Yeah.
there had to have been a meeting between the Roger Pirates, and Harold. And
Yeah.
Harold's probably reminiscing of a time he met a younger Shanks.
Yeah, exactly. And also, I mean, look at this. Shanks, his scar with Blackbeard is fresh. Like, it's fresh.
Yeah.
Like, this just happened.
And
Yeah.
hey, cite back to the video when we first mentioned it. Where's the hat?
Right.
Where's the
hat?
hat at,
Like,
guys?
who has
Where's
it
the
right now?
hat?
Who has it right now? All right. And then, ooh.
Did you
this
guys scroll
panel-
down to this panel?
Yeah, this panel's crazy.
Yeah, this
so we
freaking
got-
panel got spoiled for me, man.
Oh, for real?
Oh. Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
one that got spoiled for me.
This is crazy. Imagine seeing this like a year ago. Imagine seeing this
I know, it's
a year
crazy.
ago.
It's so nuts.
Okay.
So cool, too.
Godsteel devotee, Figurlin family, Saint Shanks, and Knight of God, Figurlin family, Saint Shamrock. Come on, Shamrock. I wish to deepen my knowledge of the Holy Land. Yep, he's baiting him to learn more. I know it. He's baiting them all.
Right.
And I shall apprehend that traitor to claim the credit I deserve. Yeah, because he's the traitor. He's like, yeah, I'll catch him. I'll catch the traitor, whoever did it. Are there any leads? He's like, hey, did anyone like figure out anything about who did that? It can wait till your wounds are fully healed, Shanks. You cannot fathom the anguish of having the last 24 years of your life wasted. No wonder the rest of the world seems so alien to me. Dude, he's going full into the act.
Bro is not light Yagami, bro. What the?
I hated everything down there. Damn. And then Harold's like, dude, I know I've seen him before. Dude, he was so jolly with the Roger Pirates and with Buggy, dude.
Yeah. Dude, he's an actor, bro. Bro pretended not to know the Gomu Gomu no Mi, bro. Bro's pretending not to know he's an actor, bro.
That same year, the fishing village on Elbaf. It's no good. My medical knowledge is too limited. Let's call Harold and see if he can get us in touch with a more skilled doctor. Get Kureha in here. Get Kureha in here right now. Don't. He's got a lot on his plate now. What's the point of fostering a network with the world government if we don't use it? No, Ida's sick. No. I can recover on my own. Motto, keep the tavern open. No way, how can I, when you're this sick, Ida? You keep saying that, but you're getting weaker by the day. You have to get better. Harold will be heartbroken if you don't, you know? Whenever Harold's home, he always goes straight to the elders and begs them to allow you two to legally marry. Dude, who are these elders? We need to know who these elders are.
Mysterious elders.
Mysterious elders. That fool. He knows I'm happy with my tavern. I enjoy befriending sailors from all over the world. It may not be much, but I feel like I'm helping Harold doing that. Hey, foreign hag! Loki, cook this meat up for me, old hag, will ya? The tavern's my main hangout spot. I want her to reopen it. Yeah, so we got teenage Loki here. Or like, I don't know, like 30-year-old Loki. Good grief, that troublemaker has always grown out of hand. I'm glad you've been able to keep him in line. Even with Haradin and his friends away, looking for a doctor, your boys really love you. So Haradin's like on a voyage looking for a doctor for Ida right now. Interesting.
Yeah.
Everyone's blowing this out of proportion. I'll be fine, but it does make me smile. Okay, and then we got a big page. I'm opening it up. Okay.
Zoom in, yeah.
Elbaf. Alcohol Village, hometown of Loki's birth mother. Huh? What'd you just say? We were talking about how utterly unbearable it would be to let that foreign bitch worm her way into the royal family. Get this guy out of here.
Whoa.
You're with us, right, Loki? We're Estrid's relatives. She was Harold's true wife. We can't let anyone have a claim on our inheritance. Oh! That's why I slipped her a dose of poison? This stuff is fatal. Her days are numbered. Mato, we can't
Wait,
hold
is this one of the Wait,
No, that's just...
is this the messenger for the elders?
This is just some
Cornball.
random ass fucking guy. This is just a random ass guy in the alcohol village.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Mato, we can't hold off on ringing a herald anymore. On it! We may not be related by blood, but I see him the same way I do Haradin. Loki is still my cute little son. Ah, Loki, hey! Ida isn't really gonna die, right? I still remember my birth mother. She hated me. She had thrown me down into the realm of the dead. Who gives a shit about inheritance? Your whole family is nothing but trash. Now answer. Ida won't actually die, right? She's the only mother I've ever known. Damn. I knew Ida was gonna go out, but like this, that's tough. Poisoned by some random ass bum. Estrid's like second cousin, bro. Like,
Man,
actual bum. This panel has insane aura though. Look at that. Wow. Hey, I mean, this is a crazy chapter.
Because like, I mean, this event is probably going to be taken out of context for people to like dislike Loki.
For sure.
Yeah, but I'm just interesting because like, I mean, we have this character that like if you have any reason at this point to dislike him, you're wrong. He's a good guy, like by and far. But it's interesting because like he fights with Shanks, and I wonder what that conflict is like really about. Because like both of these characters are, you know, good guys. They're both like either perceived on the wrong. It might be a thing where, well, I mean, Shanks fought him like in terms of like protecting Elbaf, right? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, like this event, like an Elbaf giant poisoning Loki's mother, that could turn him against Elbaf, like, or it could be like one of the events that leads to him like saying like, fuck Elbaf, I'm gonna destroy it. Elbaf is like the same as the rest of the world. There's like no place for me here. So I've got the conversation with Mosa, which is now Shirahoshi, pulled up. Loki says, if I was there in your stead, I'd have turned that place into a ruin and slaughtered the lot of them. And then Shirahoshi says, I don't want that.
So he's talking about Mary Joa.
Yeah. So like, when she's there for the reverie. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
For a noble soul, you're too naive, Mosa. You've got to stamp them out without mercy. Only a fool gives their enemy a chance to get payback. And then Shirahoshi says, you use harsh words, but there's a streak of kindness beneath the surface. I've noticed that more and more recently. And then Loki says, you're giving me the creeps. Don't do that again or you'll regret it. That kind of crap don't fly. Kindness, never say that to me again. Shut up, Mosa. Just you wait until I'm no longer shackled. So, yeah, I mean, that tracks. That, like, Shirahoshi probably told Loki that she went to the surface and went to the reverie, and then Loki's like, if I was there, I'd fucking destroy everything. Thanks for watching. We're Whole Cake Homies. We're on the path to 100 subscribers. We got this, guys. Yeah! All right. See you next week for the next chapter reaction and review.